How do you deal with burnout? How do single mothers raising 2, 3, 5 kids on their own, trying to make ends meet, trying to be mom and dad, why don't they get burnt out? How does the guy dealing with cancer, the girl dealing with cancer is going through chemo, still has to work for their family? How come they don't get burnt out? They wake up and they go, this is hard, but I have to do it. You wonder why they don't get burnt out? They have no choice. So as far as burnout goes, I'm not a big fan. And what I mean by that is, dude, at the end of the day, tell me what you believe is burnout. What have you done today? Because every time I think about feeling burnt out, I think about people that actually could potentially be burnt out. I think about the guy or girl serving our country being shot at for 8, 9, 12, 14, 17 straight days with limited supplies, water, food, and sleep. And when they finally do put their head down and go to sleep, they wonder if they're going to wake up in the morning. That I can understand being burnt out. I look at so many situations in life. The answer to burnout is perspective. When you have perspective, it really messes with your mind in a very good way. Like, you almost can't go there to a burnt out situation. People say, don't you get stressed out? No, never been stressed, dude. So anyway, next question. Well, burnt out. No, I'm an adult. No, I'm just here. God's great and I live the best life I can live. But I mean, stuff happens and I get it. But the problem for us is we run to that so quickly. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, the people I've spent time with that have been successful, not because they're uber wealthy, I've never heard them say I'm burnt out. But a lot of the broke people I knew growing up, they're burnt out all the time. I just would do better. I'm just burnt out. Dude, I'm burnt out. You know, I'm in school and working full time. Okay, you know. And then all of a sudden, I'll be freaking on the internet and there's some dude with no arms and no legs doing something freaking super cool. And I think to myself, how did that dude do that? Like, when did he lose his limbs? Why is he smiling ear to ear? Why is he getting, like, moving quick on the ground and talking to people and achieving, like how is he doing that? And then I'll go watch something on TV and the dude's got one arm and he's playing Division I basketball. He could have been burnt out every day of his life. I think I refuse to participate in burnout. I allow perspective to come in all the time, and the greater the burnout potential, the greater the perspective I introduce to counteract it. And when I start thinking, man, what if I was going through this? This don't seem to, this just kind of dissipates. This goes here. And I watch what I say, because everything I say, I hear, and everything I say and I hear and I think. But if I can say, man, you know, it's a tough day, Sean. I mean, we've been working X amount of hours. That's what we do, man. I know, but I'm kind of burnt out. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that until I was watching that guy we saw down there. Remember that guy who's got diagnosed with cancer? It's the third time he's had it. He's 31 years old, and this one's like pretty bad. Yeah, I can imagine his burnout. Chemo work, I mean, so I really think we have to be careful with the things you say. You're listening to your stuff more than anybody else, and every one of us is a salesperson. When people, I'm not in sales, every one of us is. We're selling ourselves on stuff we're going to do and not do on a daily basis. And a lot of people sell themselves to burnout. I think the reason burnout occurs is because a lot of this, and when you face some adversity, you start planting these seeds of, but I'm burnt out, but I'm stressed out, but it's a lot. I just need some downtime to make sure I handle things. And I'm all about, I want everybody to enjoy their lives the best they can, believe me. But I know that talking on a regular basis about how burnt out you are is not going to allow you to be very successful and very appreciative and very happy in life. So I think you should refuse burnout. I think you should refuse to participate in it. I think you should be like, thanks, man, I'm good. I got my fill. I'm all set. I'm blessed. I'm alive. I'm not burnt out. You know, there's a bunch of other people out there that probably are burnt out. Let's bring our attention over there. Let's love on them, because over here I'm good. So if you can get your mind around that, the things you can achieve in life are astronomical, and more importantly, the people around you are watching. What I always thought about was when I felt like I could potentially get there, my kids were watching. But they're watching. And I thought, what happens if they get in a situation that might be stressful, or might be a lot of work, or might be potential burnout? What are they going to do? Well, I want them to react accordingly. I want them to handle their business, and I want them to have perspective.